Alright, we are live. What is up, everybody? I know nobody's in here right now, but you'll see this on the live recording. So let me go ahead and tweet this out real quick that we are, in fact, live. Get some more people in here. We're going to be talking all about the latest jailbreaks, both jailbreaks, a lot about what my video and the link I posted and things like that. So let's go and let everybody get in here. What's up, GTJ? You're the first one in here. What's going on, man? What's up, Rob? I see you guys. I have about, you guys can't see it, but I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 iPhones just sitting down here. And I'm actually using every one of them. Pretty funny. What's up, everybody? What's up, everybody? I see you. I see you all. Make sure everything's running smooth here. Looks like it is. Echo, what's up? It should not be offline. If it's offline for you, just go ahead and refresh the stream. Should be live right now. Should be good to go. So yes, obviously you guys know about the iOS 11.1.2 jailbreak that got released. And you should know if you watched my video, which is right here. If you missed it, go ahead and watch that. This is how to jailbreak iOS 10 through 10.3.3 on any 32-bit device. Most people are going to have the iPhone 5 or the 5C. 32-bit jailbroken for life. Exciting. It is. Super exciting. Super exciting. I've had my iPhone 5 sitting here waiting forever to be jailbroken. I finally am able to jailbreak it. I have 3 of these iPhone 5s. I kept them on different versions. One was on 10.2.1 as well. I still have a device on 10.2.1. But anyway, we're going to be talking about all about that. Also going to be talking about a lot of people concerned about the tutorial I made for iOS 11.1.2, the jailbreak, the no computer method. A lot of people have reached out to me. There's actually been some kind of drama, so to speak, on Reddit about that, talking about how it's infringing on the rights and things like that. So I want to talk about that in this stream as well. I was actually going to make a full sit-down video for that, but I decided not to. So, you know what? Let me just talk about that first. So, all right. So you guys remember the iOS 11.1.2 tutorial that I made, right? Okay. So it was a no computer method. It was using a profile and a version of the IPA that was not official. So here's the scoop on that. So originally for the 11.1.2 jailbreak, I made a full video. I spent about 2 hours making this video on how to jailbreak 11.1.2, and I actually used the Xcode project and made my own IPA, and I showed you guys in the video how to make the IPA, how to put it on your device, and everything like that. But when I got it all through and I watched it through, I was like, I don't want to post this. I just thought I didn't want to post it. Number one, it was meant for developers only, and I didn't really want to put it out there just in case. I didn't want people messing their devices up. And number two, it was pretty hard to follow because I was going through this Xcode project, seeing the errors in there, just creating the own IPA. I knew was going to be difficult for a lot of people that maybe did want to install this. So I decided to scrap that video. Then the next day came, and I saw a link going around on Twitter. People sent it to me on Twitter. And then I saw iDevice Help uploaded a video using the same link. So I was like, you know what? There's a no computer method. This may be easier for people that don't want to go through the whole Xcode project and everything like that to use. So I was just trying to make everything simpler on you guys, the viewers, and the people that would see that video. So I decided to make another video for that, and then I realized something that I realized last year that I forgot is that people are going to jailbreak no matter what you say. No matter what you say, people are going to do it, so you may as well make a video and tell everybody not to do it and basically just show how it's done, because that's pretty much that's the job of people on YouTube and creators, is to show that it's possible, how it's done. Doesn't necessarily mean that you need to do everything that I'm doing or another creator's doing. But so yeah, I mean, obviously it was ad support and things like that. So maybe I shouldn't have uploaded it. I did remove the link last night when I got kind of a sketchy feel from the guy that actually uploaded it. But I just didn't want to make a full video on it because I didn't want to make it a big deal, because I don't think it's a huge deal. And so I just really didn't want to bring all that negativity to the channel. So anyway, I could talk more about that, but let's get on to more important things. So who jailbroke their 32-bit device on iOS 10.3.3? How many of you guys actually have a device still on 32-bit? So we're going to talk about also 64-bit. A lot of people, a ton of comments on this video right here were just people asking about 64-bit. So we're going to talk about the 64-bit 10.3.3 jailbreak as well, because yes, that is happening. If you've watched my jailbreak update videos, you know that's happening. So Morpheus tweeted a jailbreak for 11.1.2 coming out soon. That's not a jailbreak. That's the jailbreak toolkit. That's it's not actually going to be a full jailbreak. So it's not going to have Cydia with it either. But that's going to be a much bigger step in the right direction than anything we've seen yet. What's up, Dark Ninja? iPhone 5, you did it on your 5C. Nice, nice. You did it on your iPad. Awesome. iPad mini 1st gen. Yeah, I actually had an iPad that I thought I was going to be able to jailbreak, but it was actually a 3rd gen, so I couldn't do it. Yep, that is true. People need to chill about 64-bit. Yeah, I know. A lot of people, every time I talk about 32-bit, I realize more and more people don't really know what 32 and 64-bit. That's just the chip, everybody. A lot of people tend to think, especially new people to iOS and iPhones, tend to think that 32 and 64, I'm referring to the size. That has nothing to do with the size. It has to do with the chip, the CPU chip inside the phone, 32 and 64-bit. What's up, Brandon Stovall? Will there be a tweak video for 10.3.3? Most likely not, just because a lot of the tweaks in 10.3.3 are going to be the same tweaks from iOS 10 and 10.2. But when the iOS 11 jailbreak comes out and Substrate gets updated and everything like that, expect a lot of tweak videos. Joe Flacco is not the GOAT. I agree with you there. Are we expecting 64-bit? Yeah, we are. So this is Vortex. So this is what we talked about. Hey, $2 super chat from Aggregation. I appreciate that, man. And Merry Christmas to all the Aussies out there. Merry Christmas to everybody out there, especially the Aussies. I'll see you guys next year. But anyway, so yeah, the 64-bit 10.x jailbreak 10.3.3 from Seguza is obviously called Vortex right here. And obviously it's not a full jailbreak yet. It's basically just the exploit. So you can see right here, the iOS Surface exploit gets TFP, works on A7 through A10 devices, 10.3.3 or lower, offsets not yet included. So obviously it's still in its very beginning stages. You can see that he hasn't updated this in over a week. So a lot of this stuff is more than a couple weeks old. So obviously he's been working with Timstar on the 10.3.3 32-bit jailbreak, aka Helix right here, which just got released today. Of course, I did make the video tutorial on that as well. If you guys missed that, make sure to go back and watch that. That was just a couple of hours ago when I did upload this video. So, but anyways, this is the iOS Surface exploit. Obviously, it's not a full jailbreak yet, but he is working on it. He said it on Twitter. And so 64-bit 10.3.3 jailbreak obviously is coming soon as well. No ETA or anything like that just yet, but we'll see. We'll see. A lot of people think they lost hope, think that the iOS 11 jailbreak came out, so they're, they have no hope for a jailbreak, but that's just not true. What's up, Tony? Hope you're enjoying it out there in Georgia. Topanga doesn't work on my iPad Mini 2. Topanga doesn't work for anybody, really. I mean, it's not supposed to be functioning. I mean, I've had a lot of people on Twitter message me talking about these errors they're getting, and it's just like I said it so many times in the video not to do this unless you know what you're doing. So, anybody that knows what they're doing wouldn't have to reach out to me on Twitter to ask questions about how to fix something. So, it's just sad that people just do not listen no matter what. Not sure if you've seen it, but in order to show positive support to Sorek and everything he's done in the community, the post. Thank you, Sorek. Yeah, I saw that was on Twitter. I saw a couple people tweeting that out. But what'd you say there, Andrew? I just see thoughts. What did you say before that? Trying to scroll up. And this chat's moving too quick. I may need to put it on slow mode here. I can't see your previous comment, so if you want to just repeat that. Yeah, thank you, Sork. I did see a lot of people tweeting that out as well. Merry Christmas from Sweden. Shout out to Sweden. I wish Sork would give us an idea of an ETA for an updated Substrate. He said he's been working on an added superpowers to Substrate, so it could be close to done. Yeah, I mean, the fact that Sork went on that tangent on Reddit and said that he's in no rush really just leads me to believe that it's not going to be out very soon. And I hate to say that and it may not be true, but I don't think he would put that at the end if he wasn't hinting at it taking at least a couple weeks to a month or more. So that's unfortunate, but obviously we read the Reddit post. I talked about this in my last live stream. If you missed that, you can go back and watch that last live stream or go to my Twitter and see the screenshots from Reddit. But it's just a pretty unfortunate situation all around with Sorek. So, hey, Jack with the $5 super chat. I appreciate that. Said thanks for all you do. No problem, man. I appreciate the support. I appreciate that. Sorek does have a Patreon. I talked about that in one of my jailbreak update videos. If you guys are feeling generous and wanting to donate to Sorek, although a lot of people are kind of regretting donating to him after seeing everything that he posted on Reddit, but it's hard to really get mad at him because you can't see it from his side of view. What are my thoughts on group notifications on iOS 11? I love the thought of that. I've seen the prototypes and everything on Reddit. Definitely looking forward to that. Greetings from the Netherlands. Shout out to the Netherlands. Are the jailbreaks going to be untethered? So a lot of people have asked me this on Twitter recently as well. People asking if there's going to be an untethered jailbreak ever again. And I talked about this back in the iOS 10 jailbreak. I don't see there ever being another untethered jailbreak, period. Because for one, it's what Luca Tedesco described as unnecessary. And two, it takes, it takes another exploit to get untethered. And a lot of people aren't going to want to burn that. And number three, it's a lot easier to troubleshoot issues when you have a semi-tethered jailbreak versus an untethered jailbreak. So for those three reasons alone, I don't see why anybody would even want an untethered jailbreak, but that's where I stand with that. What's up, Young Saturn? Is it possible to downgrade to 11.1.2 if I got SHSH2 blobs saved? No, it's not possible to downgrade to 11.1.2. The only thing with blobs you could do right now is update to 11.1.2 if you're jailbroken on a like 10.2 or 10.1.1, 9.3.3, somewhere like that. You have to be jailbroken in order to use blobs successfully. I actually started the Thank You Sork trend, made a post on Reddit 3 days ago and I grew from there. Nice, Rob. Nice. Can you downgrade with blobs on iOS 11? I just talked about that. Do you think Sork is trolling us and waiting for the right moment to unleash the update? No, not at all. Sork's too old to be trolling like that. I don't think he's trolling at all. I don't think he's trolling at all. Any chance of a 64-bit 10.3 jailbreak? I just talked about that. Yes, there is a chance. No, there's no ETA. How do I boot into safe mode on Helix? It should just be the volume up button. Power volume up. No problem, man. Shout out to South Africa. What about the feature restore soft? What about feature restore? Keep getting an error with subprocess Cyto2. Are you talking about Mark? Are you on the new jailbreak, the Helix jailbreak? What's up, Rizwan? My friend is on 11.2 and his question is, can he downgrade to 11.1.2 with blobs? No. Once again, you can only downgrade with blobs using if you're on a jailbroken firmware as it is. You have to be jailbroken. So a lot of people have asked me about tweaks as well for Helix, and there's actually a compatibility sheet now, thanks to the people over at Reddit. And this is actually going to show you the compatibility for all the tweaks that are either working, confirmed working, or confirmed not to be working on the 10.3.3 jailbreak. So a lot of people have gotten into issues. And the good thing, again, the really good thing about this jailbreak is that since it's like a permanent jailbreak, since 10.3.3 is the highest firmware you can go on these 32-bit devices, you can install anything you want and just mess up and you just be able to go into iTunes and restore. Obviously, that's not ideal and you don't want to just do that. But a lot of people will always run into issues like AppSync or something like that and get forced into a boot loop and have to restore. But luckily with this, you'll be able to restore and just go right back to being jailbroken, which is really nice. But anyways, you can see right here, a lot of the tweaks do work. There's actually a lot of tweaks that do work, but there's also a good amount that don't as well. Swipe selection is a great tweak that works on 10.3.3. Spring Demise partially works on 10.3.3, which is nice. OpenSSH, iFile, I'm not sure who's even using iFile anymore. It's all about FileZilla. We have 5-icon dock. Just pretty much a lot of just the basic tweaks right now have been tested. Not really too many. You can see Winterboard is partially working right here. I've had people report to me. I haven't actually checked it that Anemone is not working, so it says right here, Anemone is not working. It does put you in the safe mode. So I'd imagine they'd come out with an update for that pretty soon. You will have to add the official Anemone source as well. It won't just be in your default sources. Does Cool Booter work for iPhone 5? I'm not sure. I'll have to check on that. What else do you think can be added to TornGat? A lot can be added to that. But there's already a lot of good stuff in there right now. Really just a lot of shortcuts I think can be added there. I have an iPhone 5 on 9.3.5 Phoenix jailbreak. Should I update to 10.3.3? If you're on 9.3.5 jailbroken on Phoenix right now, I'd honestly probably just wait until a lot of these tweaks get updated before I go ahead and update, if I were you. But eventually, yes, I would definitely upgrade to 10.3.3. Anytime you can be on the latest version and have a permanent jailbreak, that's just the way to go. What's up, Kenny? I remember you. My favorite tweaks are colored banners and color me badges. Just the little tweaks. Yep. Can you Eli 5 blobs and SSH? Web, I actually made a full video on blobs. If you just search SHSH2 blobs, that's how you can find out about it. Where to find blobs for 11.1.2? You can't save blobs anymore for a device or for a firmware that's not being signed. Cool Booter does not work on iPhone on 10.3.3 or below, sadly. There you go. So Cool Booter does not work apparently on 10.3.3 or below. What if you're on 10.2 iPhone 7 Plus? It doesn't matter about your storage. 10.2 iPhone 7 Plus, I would still stay there. I would still stay there. That's one of the toughest places to be, but I would just stay there and then just stay patient. iOS 11 jailbreak keeps failing on me. Purple, I would honestly just stop trying. I would honestly stop trying. You know, a lot of people have messaged me on Twitter and talked about it on YouTube comments, talking about if you get the let me go ahead and show you. If you get Cydia on your device, but it just opens and crashes, a lot of people have been like, well, am I screwed? You know, when the official version comes out, am I just going to be able to update Cydia, you know, and everything will be good? And originally I was like, yeah, but the more I thought about it, if Cydia doesn't even open, then you may be in trouble because you may have to fully replace the Cydia that's already on your home screen. Now, I'm not saying that for sure. Nobody really knows at this point, but there's a possibility that you're going to have to replace the Cydia application. You're going to have to take the Cydia file and literally replace it on your device. So that's a possibility. There's another possibility that you know, here's the thing. A lot of people think they're screwed and that they're going to have to restore, use blobs to fully restore. I don't see that being the case. I think a lot of people are kind of just jumping the gun, kind of trying to get under the skin of people that jumped the gun, so to speak, and went ahead and did this under their device. I don't think you're screwed. I don't think you're out of a jailbreak just because you installed a non-working Cydia. So we'll see, though. It's definitely an interesting situation. It could go multiple different ways. So I'm not going to say one way or the other right now because it's still too early. Shout out Gainesville, Florida. Shout out to Gainesville. I was just there a few weeks ago. Cydia is opening for me, luckily. Yeah, it's pretty much just, it's a toss-up for a lot of people. It's a coin flip. It'll work for some people and it won't for others. So just depends. There's a tweak to remove Cydia. Yeah, but how are you gonna get the tweak if you can't open Cydia? My favorite tweaks are ColorFlow 3 and Zeppelin. Nice, nice. These kids that don't listen to you at all, well, wait till the actual jailbreak releases. It's not that hard to wait. Exactly. Exactly. But, you know, I just realized somebody's asking for the link to this. I just posted the link to the spreadsheet in the chat. So if you wanted to see the compatibility sheet right there, this is for all the compatible tweaks with iOS 10.3.3 at the moment. But anyways, what I was saying is that people are going to jailbreak and do whatever they want regardless. I could tell people a million times that they're going to literally brick their device and it's never going to work again, and people would still do it and message me asking, you know, what can I do to fix it? So, you know, when I realized that, I just realized that I'm just going to make these videos, say it as much as I want, and just live with knowing that people are still going to do it regardless. So, yes, I am a little bit sick. Sorry about that. You need to go into the root and you will find Cydia. Yeah, the spreadsheet is being updated as I talk. So pretty cool to see that happening as I speak. Do you have an iPhone 10 and what jailbreak tweaks would you like to see for it? I would like to see the notch modifications. Yeah, you know, that's one thing I think is going to be really popular with the iPhone 10 and tweaks is there's probably going to be some really creative things with the notch. I think there's going to be some really cool custom gestures maybe added with the iPhone 10. You know, I haven't really thought too hard about it, but I'm sure there's going to be a lot of really cool iPhone 10 exclusive tweaks for iOS 11, so I can't wait to see that. Hello from my house. Have you seen Jonathan Levin's tweet about Liberty jailbreak? I have, and I'm actually going to pull that up now because that's actually pretty interesting to talk about because it's not very clear what he's actually referring to here. So if you guys know Morpheus, I've talked about him a lot. So he actually just posted this right here just 5 hours ago. So Liberty is coming soon to a OS device 11.2 and below near you. Watch this space. So Liberty, if you guys remember, I made a video a while back and actually a blog post on Daily iFix showing Liberty TV which was an Apple TV jailbreak that Morpheus developed. And now it's looking like Liberty is going to be the name of his jailbreak. I don't really want to call it a jailbreak because I don't think it's going to be a fully functioning jailbreak. But he said it's coming soon to a OS device. So he put an asterisk OS device. 11.2 and below. Now, he doesn't mean 11.2. He means 11.1.2 and below. Is what I'm guessing, at least. That's at least what I'm guessing. So it's kind of, we don't really know what to expect from this. This could be part of the jailbreak toolkit. He could have renamed it to Liberty. It could be, you know, a jailbreak without Cydia. It just has read-write access and things like that. But we'll see. We'll see. He said it's coming near you. So this could be tomorrow. He could release it on Christmas Day. We really don't know yet, but it's definitely worth keeping an eye on. Definitely worth keeping an eye on Morpheus. A lot of people have tested out his jailbreak and said it's stable. So we'll see. We'll see what happens here. I got Cydia installed on iOS and it opens. Is that good? I mean, I guess you could say it's good, but you can't really do anything with Cydia. So he's trying to get in contact with Sork to add Cydia to his toolkit, so he's probably turning it into a jailbreak since it's able to be. Yeah, I mean, and the thing is, Morpheus kind of gets a little agitated when people assume that he's releasing a jailbreak, which means that he might be releasing a jailbreak, and he doesn't want a lot of people to know that's exactly what it's going to be. So we'll kind of have to see. It's just worth keeping an eye on. That's all I'll say, and I'll definitely let you guys know, of course, when this does get released and what it is. I'll put it in layman's terms for you guys when it does get released, exactly what this is. So he does plan on releasing an Apple TV jailbreak as well, I'm pretty sure. So pretty interesting stuff going on here. The compatibility list, I'll put that here as well. I'll put it in the chat once again for those people wondering. Once the Morpheus jailbreak comes out, can we sideload iCleaner? You wouldn't need to sideload it because you'd be able to just install it through Cydia if Cydia is updated by then, because you don't need Substrate for that. Will there ever be a jailbreak for Apple TV and Apple TV 4K? I don't know. There could be. There could be. Not really sure. It'd probably be from Morpheus if it did come though. What happened with Sork on Reddit? Daniel, I talked about that in the last live stream, and also you can read my comments or my tweets on Reddit. I mean on Twitter, sorry. So you guys can see this updating in real time right now. Pretty funny stuff. I would be surprised if somebody went in and edited it and made it say something for the stream, but did Sork update Cydia yet? He did not. I will definitely be making a video when that happens. AppSync compatible with iOS 10.3.x. You can see AppSync, it should be on here. Nope, it's not on here, but I had somebody on Twitter message me saying that they had issues with AppSync, so I would avoid AppSync. AppSync is one of those that seems like every time it messes people's devices up. So, is it safe for you to leave your camera on that tripod? Of course it is. It's nice and secure there. What's the best source in Cydia? I knew somebody would do it. I knew somebody would do it. Someone said hi, Brandon. Shout out to whoever put that. Yep, I see the aggregation. I knew that would happen. I knew that would happen. Should I update my iPhone 5S to iOS 11 to get the jailbreak? I have 10.3.2. You can't update to a compatible version for the jailbreak right now, so no. How can you get rid of the WIP Cydia? So it's not called the work in progress Cydia, by the way. It was just a work in progress project. So, but you can't get rid of Cydia. That's the thing. A lot of people think, you know, obviously you can't tap and hold and press X on Cydia. There's no way to remove Cydia without a restore. So, watch on iPhone can't read the compatibility list. No worries. I'll put it in the chat once again. A lot of people keep asking me for the link, so I'll just put that there. Merry Christmas to you as well, Stephen, and everybody in the chat. Merry Christmas to everybody. I hope you guys are going to be spending tomorrow with your families. I appreciate that, Powerful Slim. AppSync is the tweak that bootlooped my iPhone 7 on the Yalu jailbreak. I have no jailbreak since then. Yeah, AppSync just tends to be one of those tweaks that always messes up people's devices. But the good thing about this jailbreak, once again, is that if you do get in a boot loop and you do mess your device up, you can always go back and restore and be back on 10.3.3. Do you think the Pandora Labs Untethered is real? No, it's not. It's not getting released. It's real, but it's not getting released. Anytime you guys see anything about like a future version like 11.2 getting jailbroken, literally it's not going to get released. Just don't buy into all that. It's not going to be released. Are you going to jailbreak you and your cat? Cat OS 16. I plan to. Do you think Sork is being lazy? No, I don't think he's being lazy. I just think that he has a lot more priority over things where he's actually making money and doesn't have to deal with immature people like he does with Cydia and the whole jailbreak scene. So, is terminal down in 2.2? It won't download. I'm not sure. I'm not sure about that. I haven't been on 2.2 in a minute. Your thoughts on Invasion turning 4 years old this year? Pretty cool. Time flies. I'll say that. I got Cydia running after trying to launch it almost 40 times. Wow. Which firmware is currently being signed? Nothing that you can jailbreak. 11.2 is the lowest version that's being signed right now. What do I think of the Vortex injector? I'm not going to recommend that to anybody just because I don't want people to install tweaks and things like that on their device. Is there a jailbreak available for 10.2.1? There is. I made a video on that. Hey, appreciate that, Mike. I will check my Twitter once the stream ends. I've not been given access to edit the spreadsheet. Oh, man. I'm uploading my video on the boot logo tomorrow. I was going to do it today, but I think I'm going to do it tomorrow. You know, I still may do it tonight, actually. I still may do it tonight. A lot of people probably won't be on YouTube tomorrow, so. Kids, it has to be iOS because, but he put that probably because it's tvOS and iOS. tvOS doesn't have an 11.2, I don't believe, does it? I don't have an Apple TV, so okay, so there is a tvOS. Yeah, so there is tvOS. So it could be iOS and tvOS. We don't know. He's the one that did release the tvOS jailbreak before using LibreTV. But the fact that he didn't call this LibreTV, he called it Liberty instead of literally TV, makes me believe that this is an iOS jailbreak. iOS and possibly tvOS bundled in one. That's what I'm thinking. Do it tonight. I love your channel. You're the only one I trust with jailbreak stuff. Thanks for all the good work. Hey, no problem, William. Appreciate the support. Will Vortex and Injector end up being a full jailbreak? No, but Vortex might. That's the IO Surface exploit that's being used for that. How long am I going to stream? Depends. Depends on how everything goes. How many of you guys ask good questions, and the more there is to talk about. So we'll see. I made a jailbreak and tested it last night. It works, but I didn't care if I should release. Highly doubt it. Do you think the jailbreak tomorrow being released? You know, it's a possibility. It's a possibility that we could get something tomorrow on Christmas Day, but it's hard to say at this point. I don't recommend Vortex Injector because I just don't recommend anything really on that version of iOS. What's the point in jailbreaking tvOS, Cody, and a lot of different reasons, but I don't have an Apple TV, so I can't give you a really good answer there. You can remove Cydia with files that you can, but you have a lot of remnants to remove as well. Like I said, if you use Topanga to jailbreak your device and you have Cydia and you're worried about removing it, things like that, you're not going to be screwed. There's going to be a way for you to get the updated working Cydia. You're not going to have to restore and stuff like this. You know, a lot of people are saying all kind of crazy things just because they're trying to get under the skin of people that jump the gun and make them freak out. You're going to be fine. You guys are going to be fine. Christmas Eve, streaming on Christmas Eve, what a legend. When will the iPad Air have the last iOS? I don't know. Could be iOS 12 potentially. Aggregation with the $5. I appreciate that. All right, well, I'm going to go and hang with some people for Christmas. Hope everyone has a great Christmas and New Year. Appreciate the aggregation. You as well. Everybody in the chat, wish aggregation a Merry Christmas and New Year as well. Appreciate that, man. Thank you. Take care and have fun. When will the 64-bit 10.3.1 jailbreak be released? Not sure. Like I said, there's no ETA for this stuff. It's just going to happen. You know, the best thing to do is just follow me on Twitter, follow me on here on YouTube, and that's going to be when you find out, because there's really no ETA right now. What can I do against the Topanga error? Which error are you talking about? I walked all around Chinatown and Manhattan to find an iPhone 5 to jailbreak. No way. My question is, does the 11.2 work on 11.0.1? What do you mean by that? Yes, 11.1.2 and below. So that means any iOS version below 11.1.2 it'll work for. Keep getting error every time I'm trying to jailbreak my iPad mini for 10.3.3. So yeah, here's another thing too. A lot of people were getting errors with the Helix jailbreak here. And a big reason why people are getting offset, especially the offset error, if you got an error that said anything about offsets, that's most likely because you're not on 10.3.3. So, so if you're not on 10.3.3 and you're getting that error, just go ahead and update to 10.3.3 and you should be good. As far as every other error, I'm not sure. I would just maybe wait for another release, maybe wait for the next release. This is the RC1, so I would just wait on that. Merry Christmas to you guys as well. How do you deal with the jailbreak community? It seems like it's an ungrateful job. Yeah, a lot of people just feel entitled, but it is what it is. Is the downgrade window still open? It's not. My sister was on 10.3.3 at one point. I told her not to upgrade, and she went to 11.2. And I said again to stay, and she went to 11.2.1. That's just her loss. That's her loss. Maybe she doesn't really care about a jailbreak. Is it possible to upgrade to 11.1.2 from 10.2.2? No, you have to be jailbroken. You have to be jailbroken. Even if you have SSH blobs that are valid, you have to be jailbroken. My voice is not synced. It's probably just because it's a stream. A little bit of lag here and there. I do have a lot of tabs open on my Chrome, so it could be a little bit slow. I'll try to X out of some of these if it's really that bad. Anyways, can I get this on iPhone 6 or 6S? What do you mean by that, game? Can you get what on 6 or 6S? How do you donate? There's a button right next to the emojis down there. It's a money sign right next to the emojis. You have to be on desktop, or if you're on mobile, you have to be on the desktop version in Safari of YouTube to use Super Chat. We do a tutorial on things we can do with Fileza. 1 terabyte, I do plan to. Probably going to be making multiple videos on different things you could do, and then after I do that, I may make a video on like all the things combined into one. But we'll see. I did make a video just tonight. I recorded the video for changing the boot logo for iPhone without a jailbreak, so that should be out. I'm probably going to release that video tonight, actually. I was going to do it tomorrow, but I think I may just do it tonight. I just want a lot of people, I just don't think a lot of people are going to be on YouTube tomorrow. You have the same carpet. How do we update from 10.3.1 to 10.3.3? If you're on a 32-bit device, an iPhone 5, you just go into iTunes and do it. If you're on a 64-bit device, you can't update to 10.3.3 from 10.3.1. iPhone 7 Plus and 11.2 jailbroken, Cydia opens. What do you think? I need your answer. What do you mean by that? If you got it jailbroken and Cydia opens, I'm not sure what you want me to say there. Do you think Liberty will be a full functioning jailbreak or dev break? Most likely a developer jailbreak, but I'm not too sure yet. I hope people don't start getting boot loops trying to edit their boot logo. I don't think you can get a boot loop by editing your boot logo because it's just the PNG files. I mean, unless you modify something else in there that you're not supposed to modify, you can't get in a boot loop just from modifying the images and for your boot logo. Somebody's asking what he's talking about, Liberty. This is what he's talking about. This is Morpheus. This is a tweet that Morpheus posted about 5 hours ago. That's what we're referring to. Are you going to make an update video about 10.3.3 and 11 jailbreak? I am. I'm actually going to be making that tomorrow. So Hey, Tony with this $20 super chat. I appreciate that, dude. Somebody already said it, but live streaming on Christmas Eve, yeah, Brandon is full beast mode. Hope you have an amazing holiday season, Brandon, and everyone else viewing the stream today. Hey, appreciate that, Tony. Everybody give a shout out to Tony. Tell Tony thank you and Merry Christmas as well. I appreciate that, man. Does Helix work on 64-bit devices? It does not. But there's a potential for another jailbreak to come for 64-bit devices on 10.3. So, can the boot logo be animated? Not from the tutorial I'm showing. I actually did get an animated boot logo back in iOS 10, but I haven't tried it with iOS 11 yet. So, the tutorial is not going to show you how to get an animated one. Does Vortex also need updating from Soric? It does. Morpheus, yeah, he said before Christmas. He did, but then he kind of backtracked on Twitter and said that. And said that he wasn't necessarily going to be doing that. So, what is the point in changing the resolution with TornGat? Will my phone mess up? Yeah, I honestly would not touch the resolution. A lot of people like to change the UI element size and just the resolution on their phone. I'm not sure why. Resolution is one of those things that will mess up your phone. That it really could mess up your phone so much where you'd have to go ahead and restore. So I honestly wouldn't mess with that. I would not mess with it. It may seem like it's not going to harm much, but I just wouldn't do it. I've seen way too many people have issues with 10.2 with resolution. I just wouldn't touch it if I were you. Sora quitting Cydia. Who can make Cydia alternative? I talked about this in my last live stream, but it's not Cydia that's the issue. Cydia is pretty easy to replicate. There can be another Cydia alternative. You know, we've had Rock, we've had IC. Cydia is only just hosting all these files. It's not really Cydia that makes Cydia. It's the developers and everything that makes Cydia. The real thing that we're losing would be Soric and the mastermind behind everything, and the one that developed Cydia Impactor, the one who's been constantly developing and updating these things year in and year out. That's really what we'd be losing. It's not about losing Cydia. What do you mean by back step? I meant that he basically said that he wasn't necessarily going to release it before Christmas. Topanga doesn't work on my iPhone SE 11.1.2. Any advice? I've tried dozens of times. My advice would be to stop trying and don't try to jailbreak with Topanga. That's my advice. I had my iPad, the resolution of an iPhone. Boy, was it one fun of a time to fix it. Yeah, not fun, I'm sure. You didn't notify for Saigon 10.2.1. Told you we'll make a video. So Soric has to update Cydia and all the Cydia tweaks for iOS 11 or just Cydia? No, Soric doesn't have to Soric is not in charge of updating any tweaks at all. He's not the developer of that. All Soric has to do is update Cydia as a whole and Substrate. Substrate is the real important thing here. Cydia is not so much important for updating for iOS 11. It's Substrate. Lucas with a $2 super chat, £2 super chat. Appreciate that. He said, question follows. If I've used files jailed tweak to tweak my device, make apps around, change the text, will that affect my device when the jailbreak is released and I install Cydia tweaks? No, it'll affect your device now, but you'll always be able to revert back, and you shouldn't run into any issues when with Cydia tweaks or anything like that. So I think you'll be good with that. Topanga says installing Cydia, but there's no Cydia. Do you know why? Could be UI cache if you have Terminal. If you install Terminal from my jailbreak update video where I talked about it and gave you the link, you could try running UI cache. If not, I would just avoid it. Like I said, Topanga, I would just, if you're having issues with it, just stop trying now, just because you're not really going to be able to do much, and you could run into some issues. So unless you're a developer and you have a reason to be using that jailbreak, there's really no point in even trying. Jay Freeman is the owner at Cydia, right? Yes, he's the one that founded Cydia. Does Abraham Mastery hate Soric? If yes, then why? I really want to know. I don't think it's so much hate. I think he just kind of doesn't respect him as much as he should, and made some comments that were pretty kind of just taking jabs at Soric and all his hard work over the years. I don't think it's necessarily that he hates him. You can't jailbreak 11.2, right? Correct. How can I turn off my passcode on my iPad 2? I cannot turn off the passcode and I want to jailbreak it. What do you mean by turn off the passcode? If you don't know your passcode, that has nothing to do with the jailbreak, and you're going to need to find out your passcode, or I don't know if there's any way to fix that. So when can you expect a 10.3.3 jailbreak on 64-bit devices? Said it numerous times, don't know. But we can't expect one. Can I update from 7.1.2 to 11.1.2 on iPhone 5s? I have blobs. Oh man, that's a far way back, your friend. You probably can, but you may run into some issues. I'm not sure. I've not seen anybody restore or use blobs that far, that big of a gap between iOS versions. Where will full working jailbreak be released? It's most likely going to come from Jonathan Levin, aka Morpheus. Liberty is most likely going to be that jailbreak. Again, I'm not too sure. I'm not going to, jump to any conclusions or anything, but this is probably going to be a jailbreak. Now, will it be fully functioning and include Cydia? There's a good chance it doesn't include Cydia because he said that in the Jailbreak Toolkit FAQ page, but we'll see. We'll see. It's a very cryptic tweet, and he really doesn't like to make much known, so we'll see. So the latest jailbreak is only for the developers to get tweaks in line for iOS 11. Yeah, pretty much. And but you really can't do much. You can't do much with no substrate. So it's really not even. It's not even really for a lot of tweak developers can't even do much. To be honest, I want to donate, but I have no money. No worries, smartphone. No worries. When is the public jailbreak releasing? Wish I had an answer for you. Is Vortex the same as Helix? No, it's not. Vortex is simply an iOS Surface exploit right here. You can see from Seguza. Helix is a jailbreak for 32-bit devices. Will replacing my battery potentially make me update my current iOS? Potentially. Your favorite jailbreak tool? Mine was Pengu 9.3.3. My favorite jailbreak tool was easily Black Rain from GeoHot. Does anybody in here remember GeoHot and Black Rain? Come on, tell me somebody remembers. Tell me somebody remembers that. That was by far my favorite. I hope some people in here remember that. I'm on 10.3.1 iPhone 6s. Should I stay? Of course. Of course you should. iPhone 7 Plus. We'll be able to update. No. Again, you have to be jailbroken to update using blobs. You remember that? You guys remember that? Nice. Black Rain was lit. I know, right? Who's going to win, Seahawks or Cowboys? Probably the Cowboys. He's making smart cars now. You do. Never used it, but yes. Yeah, a lot of people remember. A lot of OGs in here. I like it. I like it. A lot of OGs. Black Rain was my favorite. You clicked the button and it said make it rain. I remember you clicked it and it made it rain on your device. You got the boot logo and everything. Man, good times, good times. I actually made a video on that. It's one of the most viewed videos on my channel, so pretty fun stuff. Nice, Rob. That sounds really good. You remember Purple Rain? Yeah, there was Lime Rain, Purple Rain, Black Rain, Green Rain. There was all kind of rains back then. Good times. Green Poison, yep, Red Snow. So many memories from these old jailbreaks. Just hearing the name brings back so many memories. I remember Black Rain, used it for my iPad too. Nice. I didn't even have an iPhone, but I saw the jailbreak on your channel. Black Rain was made when I was 9. Wow. Were you jailbreaking when you were 9? That's crazy if you were. And before Sorg drops the update. Of course I remember Red Snow. Red Snow has to be probably my second favorite jailbreak. I loved Red Snow. Snow Breeze was nice. Does the chat go under your face cam? It does. Yeah, the old jailbreak names are way better. I actually really like the name of Helix, though. I think this is a really cool name. I love the Santa hat added on here as well. Will you ever do a live stream of you watching your old videos? That's actually a good idea, like reacting to my old videos. Black Rain was my favorite just because the whole UI, the fact that it was GeoHot behind it, and the fact that it was super stable. Yeah, Jailbreak Me was nice as well. And if you guys are wondering, I just saw somebody ask how you jailbreak 10.3.3 32-bit. I made a video on that about a couple hours ago. So if you missed that, this is how you do it right here. I made a video on my channel. I know it was just a few hours ago, so I may be, you know, spamming your sub box right now, but this is how you do it. You can just go back and watch that video. So, and once again, for those people wondering about the tweak compatibility for iOS 10.3.3, here are some of the tweaks that are compatible with that right now for 32-bit. I appreciate that, Nathan. I appreciate that. Evasion was awesome. It was so tense. Yeah. First jailbreak was Black Rain, but Jailbreak Me was the simplest. True, true. That's when things were sweet and Apple weren't such assholes finding it. Yeah, true. What if Morpheus released his jailbreak on stream? Yeah, what if a jailbreak did get released while I was streaming? That'd be pretty awesome. But I doubt that's going to happen. I doubt that's going to happen. But this is pretty interesting, though. So it looks like there is a jailbreak for the Apple TV 4K. Whoever's asking about the Apple TV 4K, it looks like thanks to Morpheus, aka Jonathan Levin, there's a Liberty TV jailbreak for TV OS 11 through 11.1 on Apple TV 4K. So for whoever's asking about a jailbreak for the Apple TV 4K, it's looking like it's right there. First, thank you for letting me be a tester. So it's looking like he is planning on releasing this as well. So if whoever asked about an Apple TV 4K jailbreak, it looks like Morpheus is going to be releasing that as well. Running smoothly, root access and Kodi. Cool. So if whoever asked that, I just now realized that was on his Twitter right there. So good news. 48-hour live stream. Oh man, if I didn't have family, and I knew you guys didn't have family, then I might. But I have family I need to be with tonight and tomorrow, so unfortunately I can't do a live stream that long. Unfortunately, you guys are like family too, but unfortunately my real family takes priority. Everybody should donate to Brandon, Cydia creator. I wish I was a Cydia creator. What tweaks are you looking forward to using in the iOS 11 jailbreak? Oh man, so many. Spring to my eyes will no doubt be my #1 that I install though. No doubt. Do you ever cringe listening to your own voice when editing your own videos? I hate my voice. No. You know, when you do this for so long, 8, 9, 10 years, you kind of just get used to your own voice and learn to love it. So I don't cringe at all when I hear my voice. I appreciate that, Samaj. It's been jailbreaking since I was in the 4th grade. I'm a freshman now. I can't wait for this one. Wow, that's crazy. Jailbreaking in the 4th grade? Crazy. Crazy. Springy Star working for you? Nice. Will there be an 11.2.1 jailbreak? No, probably not. I mean, there is one, but it's probably not going to get released. Face ID tweak. So that's interesting. Yeah, I don't know what kind of tweaks. Like I said, I haven't really thought too much about the type of tweaks that could be on the iPhone 10. Obviously, a Face ID tweak would be pretty cool, but what would you really do? How could you really tweak? How could you really tweak that? You know, there's a lot of things. I'm sure there's going to be a lot of things that get customized on the iPhone 10, though. I think the iPhone 10 is going to be the #1 device that developers are targeting with this new jailbreak and with tweaks and things like that. So, pretty interesting stuff. Hey, Merry Christmas to you as well, Ocean. Good to see you in here. I have an iPhone 2G on iOS 1.0, over 100 Apple products. Nice. Nice, Zach. Yeah, I've been looking to get one on iOS 1.0. You can actually downgrade to 1.0. Even if you have one on a higher version. So I'm just trying to find an iPhone 2G brand new, unopened, legit. That's crazy. That's crazy, you guys. Jailbreaking in the 4th grade. How rare is an iBoot 64 exploit? Extremely rare. I watched Dino's video and jailbroke my iPhone 4 when I was 10. That's crazy. Crazy. Yeah, Dino and I, if you guys remember way back in the day, back in 2008, it was me, it was Dino D7, and it was Ty's iPhone Help. Pretty sure those were the big 3. I'm trying to think of anybody else who was a competitor to me back in 2008, 2009. I guess Alex Osh was a competitor. There was a couple other people, but those are some throwback names. Yeah, me and D7 were some of the OGs that are actually still making videos consistently today, which is pretty crazy to think about. I guess Everything Apple Pro started around the same time as well. I just didn't even know him back then. It's crazy how much he's blown up. Because back when I started Everything Apple Pro, I didn't even know him until like 2015. And we started at like the same time. So it's pretty crazy. I've been jailbreaking since the pineapple logo thing. My favorite was Evasion. Nice. Nice. All right, so my first is to the why does Luca hate iCracker iDevice? That's old news. Are you going to make a video on crypto mining on iPhone? I am. I think Everything Apple Pro is actually going to get the video out before me. He mentioned it in his last video. But I do have a video coming on mining cryptocurrency from your iPhone. So that'll be very interesting. Very, very interesting. For anybody that knows anything about mining crypto, it's going to be a pretty interesting video. But Everything Apple Pro may get it out before me, which is unfortunate, but I'm kind of taking my time with it. Have I seen Dino D7 in real life? I have not. I haven't seen anybody in real life. Why does Luca hate Sork? That's a good question. I got Cydia to open on 11.1.2, but how do I get it off now? Again, if you're going to be downloading Cydia, I don't know why you'd want to remove it after you get it on your device. There's no way to remove Cydia from your device unless you restore. So, but I would not advise you do that. But this is again another reason I just told you guys not to do this jailbreak. What is crypto mining? Just Google it. That's the best way I could say it. It's a lot to the meaning of cryptocurrency mining. What's up, Killer B? Yeah, his channel did get terminated. I remember that. Do I think jailbreaking will die next year? No, but this could very well be the last year that we see anything from Sork. I talked about this in my last video. This could be the last. This iOS 11 jailbreak cycle could be the last time we have Sork as basically the top, the pioneer of this jailbreak game, And the thing is, I don't really know who's going to take his place because nobody can really. Like I talked about this in the last stream. There's never going to be another Sork. So it'll be interesting to see what happens. But I don't think just because Sork, if he does leave after iOS 11, I don't think jailbreak's going to die with it. I think it's going to take a hit, and it may take a little bit of time to recover. But I don't see jailbreak dying just from that. You should try Fortnite Battle Royale. Yeah, I've heard a lot about that. I may actually try that. I haven't played any games in a minute. Do you think Cool Booter will work on 10.3.3? No, it won't. What's up, Billy? What's going on, man? What's Pengu and Taiji doing? Again, I wouldn't even count on anything coming from Taiji, especially. Pengu has been kind of somewhat active recently, but I would still not expect anything from them unless they post something on Twitter or something like that. It seems like a lot of their interest has moved towards smart cars and just finding exploits in smart cars like Teslas and things like that. So kind of the same direction that GeoHot took. When will Substrate come out for iOS 11? Why do you only get your hair cut when there's a fun and interesting iOS news? Just good timing, I guess. I don't know. That's funny, though. Somebody mentioned that in one of my videos. If you guess when would 64-bit 10.3.1 come out? Again, impossible to say, but pretty soon. What are your favorite apps for iPhone 10? I made multiple videos. Or no, I didn't make multiple videos for that, but I mentioned that in one of my first 10 things to do with iPhone 10. Really nothing new aside from other, nothing different from other phones really besides the VR applications. Or AR, I should say. So I don't need Yalu jailbreak anymore? What do you mean? Which version are you on? I didn't get notified about the live stream and missed 50 minutes. Hey, no worries, Certified. You can go back. You can scrub back and watch it from the beginning. And then once the stream does end, I will have it archived. So you'll be able to watch it. It will be unlisted. So no worries there. I do not have a Discord. Is there any hope for us on 11.2? Of course there's hope. Of course there is. So even after Sork updates Cydia and mobile substrate, we've got to wait for the developers to update their tweaks. Yep. Shouldn't take too long, though. I mean, if you guys remember back in 11.2 or 10.2, it was pretty much just like a big barrage of updated tweaks. Just every single day there was new tweaks getting updated. So it's not like it's going to take a long time. Some will take longer than others, but it's not going to be too long. So I don't think it's too big of a deal there. Are you sure you and Everything Apple Pro are not brothers or family related? I don't think so. I don't think so. Is iPhone 5 32-bit? It is. iPhone 5 and 5C, and then below are 32-bit. Will there be a 10.3.3 jailbreak for 64-bit devices? There will be. There will be. Crypto mining profitable on iPhone? Yeah, so I do have that video coming on crypto mining on the iPhone, but as far as profitable, I mean, depending on what cryptocurrency you're mining, but you're not really going to make much money from it. It's not the most powerful for mining, and the cryptocurrencies that I show in the video aren't really the best cryptocurrencies. So it's not like you're going to make a ton of money from mining on your iPhone, but you could. You could make a decent amount, but you guys will just have to wait for the video. That video will be coming out hopefully by the end of this next week. I have a lot of other videos lined up before that one, so taking my time with it. Ninja Prawn just updated his fork of async wake. Now it's better AMFID bypass. Nice. What device have you enjoyed the most, iOS or Android? I'm no fanboy. iOS for sure. iOS for sure. 32-bit devices are all the iPhone before and including the iPhone 5C. Correct. What am I doing this Christmas? Hopefully not slaving for us by making videos. No, I'm going to be spending it with my family. I'm going to be spending it with my family. But I'd be lying if I said that I'm not going to be coming home tomorrow because I have to come home to feed my cat and potentially make a video if something happens. So I may make a video, but most of the days can be spent with the family. What's the point of this? To answer your guys' questions and talk to you about the latest news going on with the jailbreaks. That's the point of this. 64-bit, is it possible? You made $18 in 2 days on your iPhone 7 using mining? Nice. Nice. How can I update Cydia when mobile substrate came out for 11.1.2? What do you mean by that? Oh, for when it comes out? Again, I'll be talking about that in my video. You know, when the jailbreak comes out, when everything gets updated, I will be making a video explaining everything to you guys, how to fix everything, how to update everything. You guys know how I do on the channel. I'm not going to leave you guys in the dark on anything. So it's just hard to say right now. It's impossible, really, to say right now what you should and shouldn't do because I can't predict the future. I can't see what's going to be released, how it's going to be released, things like that. So we're just going to kind of have to wait and see how everything plays out. Jailbreak is out. Safari seems weird since I jailbreak my iPad 4. Is there a fix? What do you mean by seems weird? Do you have any good ideas for tweaks that take advantage of Face ID, the OLED display, and the notch? Like I said, I haven't thought too much about tweaks for the iPhone 10, but I definitely think a lot of people are going to be targeting the notch and just the iPhone 10 in general. So, can you just sideload Kodi instead of jailbreaking tvOS? You could, but then you'd have to re-sign it all the time. You wouldn't have root access, all kind of different things. My Wi-Fi crashed and I screamed in the room, "No, Brandon!" My family then all looked at me like I was crazy. That's funny, Cole. Do you think a 64-bit jailbreak will come out? Yes. I wonder what happened to anti-revoke. Yeah, there was a lot of questionable things with that. I was going to upgrade to the Galaxy S8, but since the iOS 11 jailbreak is just around the corner, I'm going to upgrade to an iPhone 10. Nice. Yeah, I think that's a good idea. Is it possible to get a brand new iPhone from Apple with an old iOS firmware? It is. I actually showed somebody on Twitter how to do that, and there's actually a link. There's actually a guide on Reddit showing you how to make sure, how to see which version the iPhone's going to be on before you even buy it, just by looking at the serial number and things like that. I'm not going to be able to find it, but there is a way to do that. Pull up this compatibility sheet again for those wondering about the tweaks compatible with 10.3.3 32-bit jailbreak. Did you mention the tweet Morpheus made? Yes, I did mention that. I talked about that quite a bit already, about Liberty. Again, it's kind of cryptic. We don't really know what to expect from that just yet, but it's most likely going to be an iOS and an Apple TV jailbreak, tvOS. What if someone made iOS 6 possible to downgrade on 64-bit devices? That would be crazy, Alex. What does jailbreaking an Apple TV do? Does it install Cydia as well? No, it gives you root access, and then you can install things like Kodi and other applications like that. Can I link the spreadsheet? Sure. Safari is messed up on the Helix jailbreak. Safari works fine for me. Can I downgrade from iOS 11 to iOS 10? You can't unless you're jailbroken. Is iOS 11 on an iPhone 7 work? What do you mean by that? What do you mean by that? Would you recommend to download the jailbreak on 11.1.2 since it's for devs? No. I've mentioned this numerous times just to avoid the Topanga jailbreak. Again, I made the video for it showing you how to do it without a computer, but that was just, you know, I explained that earlier in the video, how you guys should not be doing that. I said it multiple times. But once again, if you did install Topanga on your device, if you did get Cydia on your device, you're not screwed. You're going to be able to get the new Cydia and things like that. A lot of people tend to think that you're just going to have to completely restore your device, and that's the only solution. So, I think there's going to be a way to either replace Cydia, or there's just going to be some way, maybe through Fileza, through Terminal. There's so many things out there now that are going to be able to potentially fix Cydia for you. So, I think you'll be good. But I would still recommend against it because, again, you can't do anything with this jailbreak. It's hardly even a jailbreak because, you know, you can't do anything in Cydia. You can open Cydia. If you're lucky, you can open Cydia. But once you get in Cydia, you can't add sources. You can't install tweaks. You can't install themes or anything like that. So Guza just tweeted about Cydia. Let's see what he said. So Seguza just tweeted out this. Dozens of people have tried, but I think the biggest problem for anyone attempting this is legacy support. Absolutely no one is going to jump ship if the stuff they want or have bought isn't available. So you'd still have to support everything that makes Cydia slow and outdated. So this was in response to Billy, who was just in here. I'm not sure if he's still in here. Saying that it surprised me that there has never been another major package manager for jailbroken iOS devices other than Cydia, despite so many users, developers complaining how old, slow, outdated Cydia is. So basically, Seguza responded to this by saying, people have tried, and the biggest problem for anyone attempting is legacy support. No one's going to jump ship if if the stuff they want isn't available. So you'd have to show support everything that makes it slow and outdated. That's true. And look at this. So Coolstar actually just responded 20 seconds ago saying, can confirm, as someone who's worked on no less than 4 alternate package managers that didn't take off. Wow. Okay, so this makes me retract what I said earlier then. So I talked about how losing Cydia wouldn't be a big deal, but apparently it's a lot bigger deal than I even realized. And this comes from people who know what they're talking about. This is Seguza, who helped with this jailbreak, and obviously Coolstar we know is super, you know, he knows what he's doing. And he's tried 4 alternate package managers being like alternatives to Cydia. iTweak, Weblin, Infinity, and iMods. So that's pretty interesting. That's pretty interesting. I'm glad Billy tweeted that, and I'm glad Seguza actually responded to that because that's pretty interesting. And I didn't even think about legacy support before this. I was not even thinking about that. So that's pretty interesting. Even more interesting that Coolstar responded confirming what Seguza said. Thank you, Warren. Santa Claus wants to jailbreak his iPhone Xmas. Why doesn't Vortex install Cydia anymore? I don't think it was supposed to in the beginning. Yeah, guys, does anybody else see if anybody else has the same issue as Warren? Does Safari feel weird on the iOS 10 jailbreak for you guys? Because it doesn't for me. Will Sorg update Cydia and Substrate? Yeah, that's what we're waiting on, a Substrate to be updated, essentially. I have an iPhone 10 that won't charge past 90, which I do. Tried to downgrade, and that didn't do anything. So you have an iPhone 10 that won't charge past 90%? That's very strange. I would take that into the Apple Store and see what's going on because I don't think I've ever heard of that. How do you know if you're on 32 or 64-bit? You Google it. Or if you know if you're on a 5C and below, that's 32-bit. A 5S and above is 64-bit. Google looks like when you're on IE6 or something. What do you mean by that? Do I replace Yalu with Helix? I wouldn't just yet because a lot of tweaks and everything are compatible with Yalu, not yet with Helix, so I would not yet. Safari is messed up on the Helix jailbreak. Interesting. So it looks like you're not the only one there, Warren. Yeah, it's working fine for me right now. I have it running right here on my iPhone 5. Everything runs smooth, just as it did before the jailbreak. So, pretty interesting that some people are having issues with that. Could just be the iPad. What's the best device to mine cryptocurrency on? The more powerful, the better. The more powerful, the better. So the iPhone 10 would be ideal. I've jailbroken my old iPhone 5, now I'm waiting for the iPhone 10 to be jailbroken. Same. Is there a 10.3.3 jailbreak for 64-bit? Not yet. Not yet. 11.2.1 jailbreak? Nope. So let's see if Seguza responded to anything else that I may have missed here. So here we go. So for people wondering about the Helix jailbreak, somebody asked if we could be seeing the same exact jailbreak on 64-bit devices. Seguza said not really. It needs different patches on 64-bit due to KPP. So obviously this is exactly what I was already saying. You know, not to expect a Helix for 64-bit. It's going to be an entirely new jailbreak when a jailbreak does come for 64-bit. It's messed up. We can't watch videos in Safari. Interesting. I haven't tried to watch videos, but everything else seems to work fine. I'm on 10.2 jailbroken and I can't download some apps from the App Store. What is crypto mining? What does it do? You mine for cryptocurrency. It's hard to explain. I would literally just Google that because it's a pretty long explanation. So all people are waiting for Sork to update Cydia. I mean, we're not just waiting on Sork either. We're waiting on an actual jailbreak to come out with functioning Cydia as well. It's Helix with a 3. It's Helix with a 3, but you say it as Helix. Will Substrate be needed for all package managers? It will be. Yep. Or if there's eventually some kind of alternative to Substrate, that's what we'll need. Can you help me just read out my comment? It didn't help. Your computer is missing the fonts for the website? What do you mean by that, Foxlet? What do you mean by that, Foxlet? Were you the one that did the graphics? I recognize your name from the bottom here. If anyone wants to learn about cryptocurrency mining, please let me know. Yeah, you can just Google that. What are SHSH2 blobs? I made a full video on that. If you just search what you just typed, SHSH2 blobs, on YouTube, I should be one of the first results, and you'll find out all about blobs. So I downgraded to iOS 11.1.2 for the 10 and didn't get it yet. Will I still be able to jailbreak? Yes. Kamara, please stop spamming the chat with your question. That makes me just not want to answer you at all. Yes, you can update to 11.1.2 with blobs. Is there a website showing all the jailbreakable versions for all iPhones? There probably is. Probably. Which version are you wondering, though? Which version are you wondering about? Do you think the AppSync will work? I would stay far away from AppSync right now. Anytime there's a new jailbreak, AppSync is probably the first thing I'd recommend people not to install. It does feel like an old version of Google. Interesting. It's going to be different. Like I said, I just had this tweet pulled up right here. This is what somebody asked right here. So if you're wondering about that, just read that. I appreciate that, Steven. I appreciate the support. Should people stay on 10.3.x for a jailbreak for iOS 11 for a jailbreak? Yeah, stay where you're at because you can't update anymore. The website uses Source Sans Pro, but not all machines have it installed, so it defaults to Helvetica. Interesting. I guess I don't have that font installed then. Yeah, I see that now in the source code here. I see that. It's supposed to use Source Sans Pro, but it's using Helvetica and Arial as backup for that. Interesting. I appreciate that, Water. Is the new jailbreak available for everyone right now, or is it just a beta thing? It's just a beta thing, and I would stay far away from it. Are you screwed if you jailbreak with Topanga? No, you're not screwed. No, you are not screwed just because of that. If you go on Google and search something on Helix, you will see it looks weird and old. Interesting. I appreciate that, Bill. No problem. Thanks for stopping by. Has anyone ever tell you that you sound like the iDevice guy? The iDevice guy? You mean iDevice Help? No, nobody's ever told me that. I've downloaded an iOS 11 update on my iPhone, but this is when iOS 11 just came out. Will it below 10.2.1, 11.2.1? I'm not sure what you mean there, Mohammed. Sorg is pretty old. I'm not sure how old he is. He's probably got to be in his, at least mid-30s. Probably older than that, though. I don't know. Let me see. Let's see. Okay, so he is 36. He's 36. I figured he was mid-30s, maybe 40s. Sorg is 36. Helix is the jailbreak that was just released today. If you missed it, I did make a video on it just a few hours ago on how to jailbreak iOS 10 through 10.3.3 on your iPhone or iPad. I originally did have iPod Touch in the title, but then I forgot that the iPod Touch 5th generation doesn't go to iOS 10. It stops at 9.3.5. So it's just for iPhones and iPads. I have the exact devices in the description. Is Sorg ancient? What do you mean by that? He's only 36. That's not that old. I want to know if there's a way I can get rid of Cydia on my iPhone 7, 11.1.2. I'm not sure why you would want to get rid of Cydia. That doesn't make any sense at all. Do I like Ed Sheeran? I love Ed Sheeran. Tell me why you want to remove Cydia from your device. That just doesn't make any sense to me. Why would you stay on a firmware, go through the process of jailbreaking, get Cydia on your device, and then just want to remove it? That just doesn't make any sense at all to me. How do I install iOS 11 exclusive apps like Play Dead inside on a 10.2 jailbroken? I'm not too sure, LT Rage. I haven't tried to do that myself. Is the boot logo video coming tonight or tomorrow? Probably tonight. I'm not 100% sure, but probably tonight. I don't want to spam all these videos in one day, but at the same time, I don't know how many people are going to be online tomorrow since it is Christmas, so we'll see. You can get Play Dead from inside the Tutu app. Okay, so there you go. That could answer your question there. Because it's in beta and I can't install any tweaks. Yeah, but you realize that it's going to get updated and you're going to be able to install tweaks and everything. Removing Cydia, the only way to remove Cydia is to restore your device. And if you restore, you're not going to be able to jailbreak ever again. So there are also some Helix wallpapers if you like the new design. Cool, cool. Jailbreak for 11.0.3, it's 11.0 through 11.1.2 and anything in between. I appreciate that, Harry. Is the Houdini semi-jailbreak safe? Anytime there's a semi-jailbreak, it's not entirely safe, but I mean it's not going to harm anything. I don't believe. You should be good with Houdini. Phoenix more stable jailbreak? Yes, just because it's been out longer and there's more things that are supported by it. But Helix seems pretty stable. I mean, The Helix jailbreak worked first attempt for me, so that was a very good impression I got from it. So we'll see with time. We'll see with time. All right, 1TB. Take care, man. I appreciate you stopping by. No problem, Puma. No problem. And no problem, Mohammed. Glad to help. So in your opinion, what's the latest you think this jailbreak will drop? The latest it could drop? I mean, 2050. Not really. I mean, I'd say 2018. Sometime in 2018 would be the latest. There's just really no telling, though. There's just really no telling at this point. How old am I? I'm 24. I'm an old man. I got in a boot loop because of Houdini. Now I'm on 11.2. Wow, that sucks. That sucks. Hey, what's up, Blaze? I'm on iOS 11.2.1. Blob save. How can I downgrade? You can't downgrade on 11.2.1. Now, will they make a better Phoenix jailbreak that I don't have to kickstart? Probably not, but we'll see. Did 11.2 jailbreak have a jailbreak? No. Helix jailbreak, will I need to get re-jailbreak after device dies? Yes. You're going to have to re-jailbreak every time you reboot your device. Correct. Is there a stashing for 10.2? There is. There's no stashing for 10.3.3 though, unfortunately. Some devs said it would be nice to wait until 2018 for an iOS 11 jailbreak, but he feels dumb. All right, Shay. No problem, man. Have a good night. If you replace your battery, you most likely have to update your iOS. I believe so. I've never got a new battery on any of my phones, but from what I've heard, I'm pretty sure you do. You're just a puppy with you're 24 years old. Is it safe to download the old tweaks for 10.2 for iOS 10.3.3? You should really check out the compatibility sheet because this is going to show you what tweaks are working and which ones aren't. It's going to show you right here. I'll put this in the chat once again, since a lot of people are probably new in here, have not seen this yet. For those wondering about that, so. When will Cydia and Substrate release for iOS 1Q? Not sure what you mean by that. 1Q there. What's up, Jonix? Hey, happy birthday, Flo. Hope you have a good day. That's a good day to have a birthday on. New Year's Eve. That's an awesome birthday. Unless, of course, you don't like getting gifts all combined into one. Christmas and birthday gifts, but still pretty fun. Good morning from Thailand. Shout out to Thailand. I saw a video on how Apple slows down your device on purpose. Is that true? Yes, it's true, but it's not for the bad reason that it may seem like. Is there a jailbreak coming for 10.3.x, the 64-bit? There is. Okay, now I seriously reconsider the amount of people who like to ask for ETAs. Yep. Welcome to my world, Foxlet. Welcome to my world. It's probably so much worse for the developers of these actual jailbreaks, but still. This gives you a little bit of insight. You should dress up in a tuxedo, top hat, J-shaped cane, white gloves when you hit 1 million subscribers. Who knows what I'm going to do when I hit 1 million subscribers? That's going to be amazing. I'm really hoping no more shade gets thrown Freeman's way. The light is literally at the end of the tunnel. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I don't know what to say about that. The whole Sorg situation is just unfortunate, and I just don't know what to think about it. I just don't know what to think about it, to be honest. All right, man. Take care. Married jailbreaking. Have a good one, Blaze. What's up, Yassine? He just said Christmas on Twitter. Who said Christmas on Twitter? Who just said that on Twitter? SE stands for Special Edition. Which is most unlikely that there's going to be a jailbreak for 11.2? There is a jailbreak for 11.2 and 11.2.1, but it's not ever going to be released. Like, those firmwares have been jailbroken, but there's not going to be a jailbreak released for it. I gotcha. The devs go through hell when winning TA spammers. I know, right? I know. Tell me about it. But do you think it's likely that Sork would finish updating Cydia substrate before the end of the year? Like I said, you said that's not an ETA, but that's really kind of an ETA because I can't answer that. I have no clue. No clue. I highly doubt that Sork wants to give anything as a gift. You know, I feel like he's kind of past that stage. He's been through so much with the releases and things like that. I don't think he really cares to release something as a gift or like a present or anything like that for Christmas. That's more something people do that, I don't know, that Sork's just different. I can't see him doing that. And the fact that he just said that he's going to be taking his time and he's not going to be rushing it, I can't see it coming that soon. Battery replacement should not force you to update to the most recent iOS or affect your jailbreak. I've done a few times with no issues. Interesting. Interesting. So you may not have to update your device from a battery replacement. There you go. Like I said, I've never actually done that myself. So what do I think about Torgot? I like it. Torgat, however you say it, Torgat. I have a video coming on that soon. Is there a way to get mobile miner without signing it with your own Apple ID? Multiple devices to get the app on. No, you have to sign it with your own Apple ID. You can make a new Apple ID though, Chris. You can always make a new Apple ID for signing things. Merry Christmas to you as well, Sam. Who started the Win ETA thing anyways? Reddit. Reddit started it. Will you ever start a vlog channel? I've had so many people ask me that. So many people. I might. I still might. What I usually joke about is to roll 3 dice and use those numbers as your ETA date. That's a good one. I may have to do some virtual dice on the screen here and give people an ETA. Is there a tweak to get premium apps? What do you mean by premium apps? I appreciate that, Devour. Same to you. What's up, Alex? What do you think about Morpheus Jailbreak? There's nothing really to think about since it's not out yet, but should be pretty interesting when he does release what he is going to be releasing. We'll see. So let me go ahead and pull Morpheus' Twitter back up, see if he said anything since last time. Nope. This is what I was referring to when I was talking about the potential thingy that he's going to be releasing. Liberty. Not Liberty TV, so it's most likely going to be iOS and Apple TV jailbreak. Why doesn't my Torn guy have a photo? It's not supposed to. You can actually add an icon in there if you want manually, but it's not supposed to have an icon. I can't wait for the day we're able to access Cydia through a web browser and install tweaks so we can hide it from Apple. Yeah, I don't think that's going to happen. Ever. Can I delete the Cydia app and install it later for a jailbreak is full? Nope. You can't delete Cydia. Do I prefer the iPhone 10 or S8? Definitely the iPhone 10. I appreciate that, T-Rex. Merry Christmas to you as well. Why don't people just trust Joseph? Basically, just from what he said in the past, what he's done in the past, it's been kind of shady. He's deleted accounts on Twitter. People have accused him of stealing information and selling it to third parties, so that's why. Yeah, Houdini. I've had some people talk bad about Houdini, so maybe I would stay away from that. Some people talked about getting into a boot loop from that. So will Liberty be a full jailbreak? Any release date? No release date. You can see it's coming soon to a OS device near you, but no ETA as of yet. So it looks like we're still getting these updated in real time over here, which is pretty cool. He bought it over 100K followers on Twitter. That's why. Yeah, I guess that's another reason why as well. What's up, Shaw? When will Cydia and Substrate release for iOS 11? Do I think that Luca Tedesco will return? I've talked about this. I've kind of hinted at this in jailbreak update videos, but I can't imagine that he's going to be completely out of the jailbreak scene forever. I think he'll eventually come back. He may not release anything, but just being involved in general, I think will always be a thing for him. Will Cydia, please stop asking the same question there, Water Arts. A lot of people just donated to Sork, including me. Yeah, that's good. I mean, I think that helps somewhat, but Sork's big thing is just being fed up with the community, and there's really going to be nothing, no money can fix what he's been going through, so. Can I post the link? Sure. This is the link to the sheet again. Did you already jailbreak your personal device, or are you waiting for a more stable jailbreak with mobile substrate working? I have Cydia on my main device right here, but it doesn't work. My iPhone 10 here. I have Cydia on there, but it crashes and doesn't work. But I'm not too worried about it because I'll figure out a way to get it working when the final release comes. This final stable release. So. When do you think jailbreak will be released? Without developer certificate and paying $199 with Nest Tool and Cydia Impactor, would it stop after 7 days? Yes. The Apple Watch has been jailbroken, it just hasn't been released publicly. You can't delete Cydia unless you restore. Is it possible to revert to 11.1.2 from 11.2.1? It is not. That's not possible. I love my space gray iPhone 10. Love it. Gilligan's Island or the Brady Bunch? Gilligan's Island. Quick question. I can't install the iOS 11 jailbreak. It says jailbreaking and then failed and my device reboots. What should I do? You should give up and stop trying it because you're not going to be able to do much and you could mess your device up. So. Can I push my hair down for a Christmas present? What? I did, but it won't come off. Ocean Crest with the $5 super chat. I appreciate that, Ocean. As always appreciate the support there. Where's the good food? The good food is over at my parents' house where I'm going after this. That's where the good food's at. Is it possible to delete Cydia without restoring? No, it's not. Well, it is, but most people aren't going to want to go through that whole process. So I don't think donating will make him work faster, but we'll certainly give him some motivation to keep working by showing him that we are a better community. Hopefully it will make him happier. Yeah, I agree. I just feel like there's just such a much bigger underlying issue that he has with the community as a whole that no money would ever fix. Keen Lab has a jailbreak. If only we could pay for it. Man, I haven't heard that name in a while now. Keen Lab. If you back up your device and get a new phone which automatically updates, can you restore back to that previous version of your backup with your backup? Yes, you should be able to. Quick question. When I go to update my iPhone, it says iOS 11. Is this correct? There's no way of knowing. It'll just be iOS 11. If it says iOS 11, it means iOS 11.0. So you're pretty much going to be stuck there. You can delete Cydia by removing it within Cydia as it is a package. However, that with another tool to replace it, you'll be stuck without a way to install it. Yeah, I think he's talking about a lot of people are wanting to remove Cydia because it doesn't open, it just crashes, so it's kind of pointless. There will be a way to remove it and replace it though because we have access to files though, we have access to terminal. There's going to be a way when it comes out. But again, it's just too big of a hassle to even delete Cydia in the first place, so I just wouldn't even bother. Just wait it out. Is there a jailbreak for 6S 10.3.1? Not yet. Funny thing is, I'm more excited for a jailbreak than Christmas. I think a lot of people are at this time. I think a lot of people are feeling that same way. When ETA TaiG jailbreak, yeah, I know. TaiG is pretty much dead at this point. Do you have any embarrassing girl story? I do, but that's not for the stream. Sing, don't be shy. What song do you want me to sing, kids? I'm going to lose all but like 2 viewers if I start singing. Just a warning. What would you be able to do on a jailbroken Apple Watch, hypothetically? I made a video talking about that. I can't even remember really what there was, but there wasn't really much you could do with a jailbroken Apple Watch. I can't even remember any of them, to be honest, at this point. Yeah, the next stream, I'm definitely going to have slow mode on for the next stream. Do you think there's a chance for 11.2.1 jailbreak for the iPhone 10? For the iPhone 10 11.2.1, it's already jailbroken, but I doubt it's going to get released. Probably ever. Excuse me. If you could get Apple to implement one tweak into iOS, what would it be? I don't know. Probably Spring to Mice. Sing Man's Not Hot. Shape of You. Man, I'm not singing anything. What I wish myself for Christmas? I actually didn't ask for anything this year for Christmas. So everything that I'm getting this year is going to be unexpected because I didn't ask for one thing this year. When would you think Cydia will be fully operational? Don't know. Do you think developers will continue developing tweaks for Cydia now on the iPhone 10, or will be very few tweaks as jailbreak from Luca? Oh, I think a lot of people are going to be developing for the iPhone 10. I think a lot will be. I think that may even be motivation to bring some developers back to the scene. Is there a jailbreak for a 3GS? Yeah, there's a jailbreak for a 3GS on any version. Any version. It breaks JavaScript in Safari. Interesting. Oh yeah, I see that. Helix jailbreak. Breaks JavaScript in Safari after jailbreak. So I guess that was GeoSnow posted that in here. Interesting. Interesting. I didn't play around with Safari too much on this 5, just because it's not my typical device. I don't really do much on it. I appreciate that, Mark. Happy holidays to you as well. If you're on iOS 11.2 and 11.2.1 are hopeful for a jailbreak, stay. Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's best just to stay on the lowest version possible anyways. Just poured a short one for Sunday night chat. Hey, I see you, Ted. Can I downgrade from 10.3.1? Nope. Boot logo video most likely comes out tonight around, it'll probably end up being around 8:30 p.m. Eastern time, if I do upload it tonight. If I do upload it tonight. But anyway, I'm pretty much wrapping up here, guys. If you have any other questions, let me know. Again, if you missed it, I did make a video just a few hours ago now, actually, on how to jailbreak iOS 10.3.3 on 32-bit devices. So if you did miss that, make sure to go over and watch it on the channel. Talked about the Helix jailbreak. Talked a little bit about Topanga and how you guys should avoid it. Talked about the compatibility tweaks. Talked a little bit about the Vortex iOS Surface exploit. Talked a little bit about Jonathan Levin, aka Morpheus, potentially releasing this jailbreak called Liberty. That's pretty interesting. I'll be definitely talking about this in an upcoming jailbreak update video. The next jailbreak update video should be out, I'm thinking probably Wednesday or Thursday is probably when the next jailbreak update video will be out. Talking about a lot of this stuff, kind of just making everything a lot more streamlined. Everything I've been talking about a little bit more concise and condensed into one video instead of these long live streams and things like that where information just kind of mixed all around everywhere. So yeah, look forward to that. Look forward to the boot logo video most likely tonight. And yeah, let me know if you guys have any other questions. If not, I'm gonna head out of here, go get with the fam. Watch some football, basketball. Please don't tell people that their settings, OTA update, iOS 11, mean iOS 11.0. Yep. Topanga is not working. Of course, Warren. I appreciate you stopping by. Of course. Does the 10.3.3 jailbreak work for iPod 6G? No. The 6th generation iPod is a 64-bit device. I might just consider launching a WinETA generator. Show me your iPhone 10 in color, please. It's just the space gray iPhone 10. All right, Echo, take it easy, man. Will there be a jailbreak for 11.2? Answered that a million times. What was the first iPhone I jailbroke? I've been jailbreaking every iPhone since the iPhone 4. I jailbroke the iPod Touch was my first device I jailbroke. That was before the iPhone, and that was iOS 11.1 or iOS 1.1.5 was the first version I jailbroke. No, it won't work. 6th gen, nope. No iPod will work because the 5th gen iPod is the only 32-bit iPod, but that only goes to 9.3.5. It doesn't even go to 10, iOS 10.3.3. So, you now have a form. Okay, so there is a form up here now on the compatibility sheet. All right, so if you guys were wondering about this compatibility sheet, there is also a form now at the top. That is the link to it once again. My thoughts on cryptocurrency? I've been involved with cryptocurrency for a while now. Topanga is not good for anything if you're not a developer or a security researcher. Yep, I have been jailbroken forever. All right, guys. Doesn't look like there's any other really good questions out here, so I'm going to head out. Again, look forward to those videos that I mentioned earlier coming very soon. Wish you guys all a very Merry Christmas. Spend it with your family. Don't be watching all my videos. Spend some time with your family. You just never know, you just never promise another day. So anyway, I'll talk to you guys later. Don't mean to get fake deep on you or anything, but appreciate everybody coming out to the stream tonight, especially thanks to everybody that donated via Super Chat. I appreciate all that, especially Tony with a big $20 Super Chat. I appreciate that. But yeah, appreciate you guys coming out again. Happy holidays, Merry Christmas, whatever you celebrate. Hope you guys have a good night tonight and also tomorrow. I'll see you guys.